Hello, this is the skipper of the SS Booty and Belly. And today, unfortunately, due to the weather, I am unable to take my vessel out on the water, so we will speak here. It is a very hard day for me, as I must now pay tribute to a fallen crew member of mine. The crew member is, of course, Robert L Rothwell. He was also commonly known as Professor Rob. But before I can begin this tribute, I must take you back to 1989, when it all started, even before I was promoted to the skipper. In 1989, Rob and I finally graduated from high school, so my dad decided to reward us by taking us out on his boats, where I would be trained for my next role as the skipper. He loved our annex and decided to call this trip The One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I was the narrator because I did the majority of the talking and filming. Rob was rerun because he tended to be a rerun, even though some of his friends called him the Morphodite Man for unknown reasons. His brother Doug did not join us, but was known as Tarzan. Our former friends, Mike Bollinger and Mike Farrell, were known as the Doctor and the King. These trips lasted until '91, when we took our final trip. And then in 1995, I was finally promoted to captain and earned my first vessel, the SS Crown Ship, where we would take our most historic trip ever, the Gilligan's Island trip. Rob was promoted to Professor Rob, as well as my first mate, because he was the smart one in the group. My ex-wife, Kathy, was Mary Ann. Our crewmate, Jessica, was Ginger. And then, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Howe, which would be Kevin and Sasha Holt, were unable to join us, so we just put them as a memory. 1996, we took our next journey aboard the SS Resort, which unfortunately that ship was proved too expensive to use, so it was a one-time use. And we called that journey the Pizza Hut trip, during which Professor Rob was with us, and so was his brother Doug. And then throughout then, when I obtained the Booty and Belly, Professor Rob would join us every now and then, with the grand finale trip in 2015, where we all reunited for the last time, the Gilligan's Island reunion trip, where Professor Rob, Gilligan, and other members, including our fallen member, Ginger, all showed up. Words can't describe the sadness I feel for my fallen crewmate. Unfortunately, because we moved far away, I had to promote Texas G as my first mate, which was fine with Professor Rob. He didn't mind. As far as a crewmate goes, Professor Rob was an excellent help. He would pilot our rental speedboat, and I've allowed him to drive this boat and the other boats we've owned in the past. I allowed him to pilot the SS Crown Ship as well. He proven to be a trustworthy crewmate, a good friend, and personally a brother to me, and he will be missed thoroughly by all of us that loved him. And for you, Professor Rob, I give you this salute. And may you rest in peace up there in the heavens with Jessica, aka Ginger, Kevin, Jimmy, and all the other loved ones we have lost. Thank you for being a great crewmate and a great friend. This is the skipper saying a heartfelt goodbye for now.